8% of 2015, the year 2015, clearly shows 1612, which is no other than the word God, G-O-D, which is 26, and the name Elohim, Elohim, which is 26, God, which is 20, Elohim, which is 62, as I just showed you, God, which is 26, multiplying God and God, reverse, you get 1612. Only calculation that I know about, most significance that I know about, that you can take two words that equal God and come back with the words that show God, the numbers that show God. You can't do that with any other numbers, and it's very unique. Because 8% of this year, 2015, everyone, 86 is Elohim. And then when I put the 5, you see, it's 612. But when I multiply it, you see it without the decimal point. But if I go back one, the 201, you can clearly see the 86, which is no other but Elohim, the Creator. Bereshit, Elohim, Bara. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In beginning, Elohim. The second word in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 mentions the word Elohim. Although God is first, the second word mentions Elohim. But the first word describes the Son of Man handing up himself to the cross. And clearly in this calculation, you can see the 88, which is Jesus in Greek, adding I-E-S or U-S will give you 88, changing letters into numbers. So you have 2015 shows that number. And there's no other number in mathematics that you can do that with. One thing with this number is if you took 260, added a 0, and 620, and you multiply it, the number will only get larger. But what you will see as you multiply it, you can make out 2160, which is the diameter to the moon, and 21600, which is all the nautical miles on Earth. And clearly you can see the 666, the number of man. The number of beast for his number is the number of a man. His number is 636. And if you If you took two of the numbers, you can't do that. You can't do nothing like that. You can't even come close. The word God and the word Elohim show God and Elohim inside the calculation. And you can't separate God from God. And you, man, can be separated from God, but you can't separate God from God. In this year, 2015, 8%, just like 8 in Noah's Ark, 8 souls were saved. 8% of 2015 is 1612. And what's the association with 8 in the year 2015? Because 2 plus 10, adding 2015 up, 1 plus 5. The year 2015 is added up as 18. And if you take 1 and 2 and add that to 18, you get 30. And if you see the 10 and the 2, you see the 12. Inside this calculation gives you from age 12 that Jesus was on the earth to age 30. Adding the 1 and 10 and the 2 together with the 18 will give you 30. Subtracting 18 from 30 will give you back to 12. And what I'm showing you is that inside the calculation, it shows the 18-year gap. The time lapse between Jesus, 12 years old, teaching in the temple, and age 30 when he reveals himself, started his ministry in Palestine, being baptized by John the Baptist. And the year 2015 divided by 18 is the triple ones. But what I wanted to show you, that means 111. Infinitely in completion. Oneness. But 2015 multiplied shows you 100. And you still make out 2015. 2015. Again. And man does use base 10 in mathematics. And 10 times 10 is 100. It's a fullness, is complete in everyone. The year 2015 is showing that. So no wonder if you take 2015, 8% of the year 2015, just like 8 souls were saved in Noah's Ark, you would clearly see the 2161, or God, or the numbers showing God. The mathematical equation, like no other mathematical equation. If you, so what about 8% for 2016? You see the 86 for God. You see the same numbers, but you see 8 added on to it. Everyone. What I'm showing you is that man can't be God. And so the year, you're not going to the year 2016. And a Gregorian calendar. And clearly, when I showed you 8% 8%. 8% of 2015. You clearly can see 1612 and nothing, and not an 8 in that calculation. Clearly because it has already happened. That in itself, what I'm sharing with you is a mystery.